Okay, so you all know a lot of things have jumped off. I've been hearing your comments, your questions, your concern about the health care bill. And then they had this hearing with Sally Yates today.
Was that a hearing?
I don't know what it was. It was a fiasco. And I really needed to talk about it because I'm very upset about it. And I had to tweet. And yes, I tweeted. And I didn't spell, well, maybe I used the wrong word. What? I meant colluded and I put collided. And somebody had to check me on it. So I had to delete that and put the whole tweet up. But I'm very, very upset that they would waste taxpayers' money is what I saw today. And y'all tell me if I'm right.
No, you're
I feel like taxpayers' money was wasted.
Yeah.
And I'm listening to Sally Yates. And, you know, she's been doing this for a while. She said, I want to be transparent. The people need to know this. She claimed that President Trump, well, he was then Donald Trump, wasn't putting out accurate information. So it's up to me to make sure that he's transparent and the public know the truth.
That's what she was saying.
Yeah. And to me, Sally, okay, first of all, if you work for the president or for the administration, you're not supposed to go against what your boss wants. I thought.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
So to me, it seemed like she wasn't, in her mind, she was an undercover Obama operative.
That's right.
And I don't even know why they even kept her.
The only thing I have to say to Sally Yates is she is a snake.
Oh, yeah, she's a snake. A big
Sally
one.
Yates is a snake.
Yeah.
Because a lot of stuff, like you was just saying, you know, you go out, you go and I'm imagining in my mind sneaking in to tell the White House what she thought about Flynn or what she found out about Flynn. And one thing that our president tweeted, you know, he said, ask Sally Yates under oath if she know how classified information got into the newspaper soon after she explained it to the White House counsels. And I'm like,
how did it get in the newspaper?
Hello?
And see, she said, I want to be transparent.
Yes.
But if she was so concerned about the Trump administration, why wasn't she that concerned about the administration she was working for, which was the Obama administration? And I'm going to try to calm down so that you all can understand it. Because sometimes people, when I'm all over the place and going off, people don't understand nothing. So I'm going to calm down. If she was that concerned about making sure that administrations was transparent, then there was an Obama administration. And up under that administration, he lied. Look at how he lied. And he said that he did not give ransom when he paid ransom to Iran. Look at how he lied when he said he didn't know anything about Hillary Clinton's email service, her house and emails on her private server.
That's right.
And then come to find out he knew about that. So where in the hell was Sally Yates? Why wasn't she up there saying Hillary shouldn't be running for president? She risked our national security.
That's right.
I don't get it. I really don't understand it. It's a double standard here.
It's a double standard. And I believe that she was an operative.
Yes.
She is what we call I can't think of the word right now. Oh, a Decepticon. Because she's deceptive. Yes. Because you know she went against the
administration, what the president wanted, and this was about the protection of people.
Of people.
Of the American people.
Right.
She don't like that.
But she claims that no. And then like somebody asked her today, who made you a judge?
That's right. She didn't know judge.
Yes.
What was she going off for? How she felt? No.
It was political.
She was. That's right. You were going off the fact that you really did not like Trump or his administration.
That's right.
So you were going to do anything to damn it to hell.
Yeah.
And when I hear the biasness that goes on, when they talking about it, I'm like, that is straight bias.
It's all bias.
This man was, he became the president.
Yes.
He won it fair and square. So y'all was nitpicking, looking at things that could, like you said, a detractor. Whatever you distract, what you call it?
She's a Decepticon.
A Decepticon.
That's right.
Yes.
She's
that's what she
deceptive
is.
and she's a con artist. That's a Decepticon. That's somebody that is being deceptive, being deceitful.
And the thing about it is they know what they're doing, you all. They know what they're doing.
They know what they're doing.
You want to talk about Russia trolled and Russia did fake news. And Sally Yates said it was her duty to make sure that it was our duty to make sure that that didn't happen. But some of these people, she believed that they need to go to jail. But my thing is, if fake news need to go to jail, what about all of them news outlets that was reporting that Hillary Clinton was up in the polls and she was going to win? You need to start going after those people, because that was the equivalent of fake news.
And it was a whole lot of fake news.
And then they want to say Russia trolled the election. Well, what about all them damn trolls that trolled us from Hillary Clinton camp? They also tried to interfere with the election process.
Yes.
Why aren't they being brought up to that Judiciary Committee and and we got to have a hearing on that?
That's right, Diamond.
You got what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't get it.
And even Mr. Clapper, is his name James Clapper? He said that Russia has been trying to interfere with the election since the 60s for years. So my question to that is, why wasn't nobody saying anything about Russia influencing the election when Obama became president?
That's right. Because from what I heard, because people talk, they knew Obama was going to be president before he became famous and everybody wanted to vote for him.
Right.
It was already lined it up.
Already lined it up.
All of that was already designed. That's why I'm a little irritated with him for making a commercial trying to influence the French
somebody
election.
else's election.
That's See, all of this here stuff is just a big ploy. Big ploy. They talked about troll. There was trolls trolling President Trump's rally.
Right. Oh yeah.
What about those people?
Paid trolls too.
Yeah. What about paid people? What about those people? Who put that together? Because from what I can remember, and we will say allegedly, they were saying that was the mastermind behind that was Hillary Clinton.
Yeah.
You see what I'm talking about?
Yes.
You want to talk about, it's one thing if you say, okay, Russia troll, but wait a minute. This is a double standard.
Yes.
Look at what the left did during this election. Look at how they tried to paint President Trump as a racist.
Yes.
She did it, Hillary Clinton, along with Barack Hussein Obama.
Yes.
Look at what they did.
Yes.
Look at what they did.
That's right.
In our own country.
They interfered.
They tried to interfere. And you tried to use the media to do it. And we didn't want to believe nothing else that the media had to say.
That's right.
That's what that was about.
That's right.
Now I'm going to try to stay calm, girl. Well, I will get ticked off in a minute.
Well, I mean, whenever you think about it, every time you think about it, you know, we was basically saying that Donald Trump was going to be the president. We got criticized.
That's right.
Ostracized. Talked about ostracized.
That's right.
About that. And no, our trajectory says this.
That's right.
Our chart says that. And but look who's president today.
And who made them charts?
Right. Who made those charts?
That's right. Exactly Maybe they should be up there doing some kind of, the Judiciary Committee should have them up there for a hearing.
Exactly.
What they not going to do is insult the intelligence of the American people.
Right.
And tell us that because they think that Russia put out some fake news, it swayed the election. We was not going to ever, never, ever vote for crooked Hillary.
No.
That was not going to. And how can you say that Russia influenced this election? So Russia is the one that told all them other black people not to vote for Hillary? Because, honey, she didn't have enough women. She didn't have enough black folks. No matter all of the people that she brought out in the limelight. Jay-Z, Beyonce, and all of them people. People was not going to vote for her.
Right.
And Russia didn't have nothing to do with that. That was her. That was her. That was Hillary Clinton.
Okay. They want to talk about Russia influenced this. We don't know nobody from Russia.
We don't know nobody from Russia. I know those folks over there.
Two black women.
I saw
Donald Trump and saw his message.
That's right.
And agreed with it. And said that we're going to stump for Trump.
That's exactly how it was.
We didn't talk to Putin.
We ain't never talked to Putin. None of the
Ain't
people.
Nobody called him.
Now, I remember making me some sausages one time and my blood pressure shot up to I don't know what.
Right.
And I started looking at TV and them words looked like they were in Russian.
Okay.
I remember that. But it's an insult to the American people.
Right.
And for you all to sit and waste time, waste taxpayers' dollars, and waste airtime with that foolishness.
Yes.
And what have we learned today? What have we learned today? Y'all still talking to them.
It's still full of
But see, this is what they do, you all. This is merely a distraction.
Yes.
Because listen, y'all. Obama just went over there to France.
Yes.
and influence their election.
Right.
All of this is a distraction, baby. So people got to be watching this. All this, and
yes.
how can you say, Sally Yates? How can you sit up there and you say that I want to do what's right? Well, why didn't you do what was right up under the Obama administration? Because do you know Obama was out campaigning for crooked old Hillary Clinton?
Yes.
And Hillary Clinton risked our national security by housing emails.
Right.
And do you know that Obama lied about that? And we would say allegedly, but I heard he lied about it. That he didn't know nothing about her emails when all of a sudden, bam, he knew. Now, why didn't you walk in his office and say, listen, man, we may have to impeach you because you doing something wrong here.
Right. And did you also know, Sally Yates, that Hillary sold uranium to Russia?
Why didn't you go get on her about that?
Yes, to the Russia.
Bomb-making material.
She colluded with the Russians.
That's right.
I don't hear nobody talking
about
that.
Ain't nobody talking about it.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody saying nothing about it, is they? That's how they do, girl. That's how they do. So it just really
they
ticks me
off.
off.
They take and make these backdoor deals that and goes against the American people to benefit their own pocketbook or their own bank account. And I don't hear nobody talking about the collusion of that.
And they want to say that they claim, Sally Yates claimed that Michael Flynn would have been on a blackmail list, meaning he would have been blackmailed.
Okay.
Well, Hillary Clinton would have been blackmailed and she would have became president because she housed those emails on her private server. And do you know Wiener? Remember Wiener? Wiener got some of them emails. That's not supposed to be leaking out like that.
That's right.
You know that stuff is not supposed to leak out like that.
His wife
Umadea, whatever her name is. Umadea, whatever your name is, girl.
I don't even want to mess up.
All I know is that them emails that was housed on her private server got to Wiener, I heard.
Got to Wiener.
We'll say allegedly. We'll say allegedly. Through his wife, yes.
James Comey
risking national security is what you... And then another thing. How is it that people are being surveilled in their country when it is against the law?
In this country.
In this country, right here. Yeah.
It's against
Who was surveilled? Why were they surveilled? And why are they being surveilled?
Right.
Why? You're not supposed to just do that to a citizen. Yeah, it's a lot.
Somebody said Humadine.
Humadine, that's the name. Humadine. She remind me of hummus. Like I want to eat some hummus. No, that's like some kind of dip or whatever.
But like you said, a lot of people was being surveyed here. And I started wondering if I was being surveyed.
Well, the thing is, they need to tell us if we were.
Yeah.
But see, I don't trust the Obama administration.
Right.
I don't trust the Obama
y'all been looking
administration.
inside of my house and stuff. You know, what have y'all been doing? It just got me to wondering.
Yeah.
Because, we was outspoken.
We were very outspoken. And another thing is they wanted to say that Obama claims, or the media put this out, that Obama claimed that he warned Trump.
Okay.
I got this.
Oh, you got it?
Obama. We tried to warn you about old Hillary Clinton. How she risked national security, but you was out there campaigning for her. On everywhere she went, you was right there trying to get her elected.
That's what you were doing.
We tried to warn you about her.
But you wouldn't listen?
You wouldn't listen to that, would you?
No.
You wouldn't listen to that. Listen, anybody that collided with somebody, I think colluded or whatever. Colluded. I think that the Clinton camp, they should be up there in a hearing too. Because of the nastiness that you all did during this election.
Yes.
You all are nasty, and you know you're nasty.
Now, when it comes down to the main question about Mr. Flynn, okay, because they all, the Democrats is trying to find some kind of way to tie our president and all of this different
with
stuff.
all of this stuff.
Did Flynn break the law?
Did he break the law?
You know what the answer has come back?
Hell no.
No. So what are we doing here?
Wasting time and wasting taxpayers' dollars.
Yeah.
Wasting time and wasting taxpayers' dollars is what they're doing.
Right.
So are we saying that we cannot talk to Russian people?
Well,
because Hillary Clinton sold them uranium, we can sell them stuff, but we can't talk to them.
And Obama talked right there to him too.
Remember when on the hot mic? You remember that when he bent over?
Yeah.
Now that wasn't Putin, but that guy was close to Putin, and he said he'll have a little more leeway when he becomes president.
That's right.
Why? Where was the outrage outraged from the left with that. Where were y'all at? Where were y'all at?
Where was y'all at?
Oh, they don't know where. They don't know where they was at, huh? But now all of a sudden, this, all that. And Obama hired Flynn. So if Flynn was such a bad guy, Obama, why didn't he see it first? We want to know. Yeah, let's just debunk all of this.
From my understanding, Flynn worked for the Obama administration from July 24th, 2012 to August 7th, 2014, and he was fired for insubordination.
Okay, that means not doing what you were supposed to do.
Yeah.
Just like
not for breaking the law.
Just like Sally Yates.
Right.
Because you didn't go, you didn't do.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
You know, I guess they want to say that he was like kind of boisterous in the way that he was, I guess, treating the rest of the workers or something, and we'll say allegedly to that. You know, but
he was fired by Obama.
Right.
Okay.
In August 7, 2014, he was asked to pack his stuff and leave for insubordination. What I'm trying to get people to see, it wasn't for all of this Russia stuff.
Okay. So
It
they
wasn't
started
because of all of
bringing this
Russia
stuff up whenever
President Trump.
Okay, when he started.
And all of a sudden,
okay,
we're gonna find a connection here. Because we want to blame it on Russia as the reason that Hillary Clinton lost.
No, listen, you all. Russia could have been gotten blown off the map. Hillary Clinton still would have lost.
Yeah.
We can hold an election right now. Hillary Clinton will still lose.
Most definitely.
Hillary Clinton, I think she's trying to make a comeback, but she's going to come back and end up back at her house because we're not going to vote for her.
My advice for Hillary Clinton is to go off into the sunset and get out of the limelight.
Yeah,
It don't look good.
It really don't.
Yes,
it really don't.
Let it go. Sometimes, after a while, it's best to retire.
But she still have it on her bucket list. She has it on her bucket list, baby, to be president. I got to do this.
Well, don't come up in here messing up our stuff.
Right.
To try to be president.
Right.
We have a president.
We already have a president.
And his name is President Donald J. Trump.
And that's who we want to be president.
That's right.
So you all were just here, it was a waste of time. And I'm just like,
Yes.
You can't win for losing with these people. It's always going to be this BS.
Right.
It's going to always be BS. But at the end of the day, all of that is debunked. What did you all saw?
Did we learn today?
Y'all gonna keep doing this. If you're gonna if the Judiciary Committee is gonna keep doing these hearings, then you need to drag the Clinton camp in there because they did a lot of cheating. They did a lot of nasty dirtiness, and y'all need to haul them in there to try to interfere and influence
the Clinton
election.
The Clinton Foundation.
Don't forget about that. Don't forget about that.
That's right.
So speaking of, we're gonna forget about. Well, y'all can think about it the way y'all want to with Sally Yates. I'm flushing that down the toilet. I'm not.
Yeah.
Because we have so many other things to be worried about in this country,
right.
and they bringing up some stuff about Russia, and because she told them not to. Well, listen. Why didn't you, since you got so much advice for President Trump, why didn't you have that same advice for President Obama? Because he was out campaigning for Hillary Clinton, and Hillary Clinton risked national security too.
That's right.
Okay? Period. Okay, you all. So we've been getting all of your comments, your emails, your messages about health care. Because whenever they passed it, it's got to go up to the Senate got to now vote on it.
They passed the bill for it to be repealed, right?
Right. Okay. And so everybody started panicking. And I'm like, okay, wait a minute. Why are we all panicking? And you all, I want you all to understand this. I love y'all so much, but listen to me. Stop always listening to the left-wing media.
Right.
Because they were the one that, as soon as it was passed, they got on board and they started just going off about it.
All of their
talking about all of the bad that could happen.
Yes.
And what do you say about that, Silk? When you say, you have a little, I love how you use that. They're going off of
allegation, speculations, and I got another one.
Accusations,
speculation,
and inaccurate information.
And they're getting it from inaccurate information, but I got a third one. I'll find it. When I find it, I'll bring it
up. But the thing is that we are so quick to say, oh, well, I'm going to lose my health care. I'm going to lose my health care.
Yes.
Well, the Senate got to vote on that to really make that into law.
Right.
That's number one. Number two is, how do you know you're going to lose your health care? And you all, here's the deal. Do you know people are losing their health care up under Obamacare? And even though it's supposed to be called the affordable care, people can't afford it. And do you know that people really not getting care? They have health insurance, but they can't even get the care from the health insurance.
So they got the card, but not the care.
They got the card, but not the care, girl. They got the card, but not the care.
That's right.
Do you realize that?
And do you realize that before Obamacare came along, a lot of people lost their health care once Obamacare came along?
And that's when they had good health care.
Right.
And so we want to just, just talk a little bit about this here tonight. Listen, you have, Obamacare is failing. It is. It really is, you all.
Yes.
There are people that's not covered.
Right.
There are people that can't get covered.
That can't get covered.
Because some of these counties and some of these states are pulling out.
Right.
And it's not state for state, it's county per county. So
Right.
this county may say, well, okay, you know what, Cumberland County, we're going to pull out.
Right.
Then those group of people don't have any coverage in that county.
That's right.
You got what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And see, that's not good.
It's
not good.
It really isn't good. And what I was trying to say is called speculations, allegations, accusations without accurate information. And so when I look at the news media, the first thing they want to do is start spewing all of this different woulda, coulda, shouldas, maybe, but putting it in a mind as if this is what's going to happen. But one thing a lot of things that they fail to say in the news media is that Obamacare is higher than some people's mortgages.
It's high.
I hadn't heard that on the news.
Oh, they gonna talk about that?
A person who used to work a full-time job have now been reduced to a part-time job.
Wow.
Because the employees cannot afford
to accommodate them when it comes to health care.
Right.
Okay.
Or if they're reduced to a part-time job, they don't have a job because they've gotten fired.
Okay, right.
And then they penalize you for the ones that have to pay. They penalize you if you don't pay for it. All right?
Right.
I don't hear the left-wing media.
Oh, they don't talk about that. They don't talk. All they keep saying is 24 million people are going to lose their health care. But they're not talking about the ones that's already lost them. They lost their health care.
They're not talking about how some people have to work a second part-time job just to pay for health care.
Wow.
They're not talking about that. They don't tell you that this Obamacare, I look at it, it's really an undercover welfare. And the reason why I say that is because half of the country, he got it set up where half of the country have to pay for the other half medical.
But when I always say you cannot ride the backs of the middle class.
That's right.
You can't tell the middle class your insurance is $500 a month and you got to pay a $14,000 deductible before the insurance even kick in. So you got Obama, but you ain't got no care.
That's right.
It ain't no care. You got insurance, but you ain't got no care, and you damn near got to kill yourself before it'll kick in.
And the Affordable Care Act is only affordable for the ones that don't have to pay for it.
But here is, okay, now let me tell you this here. Now I love all of you all.
We love you all.
I don't care if you're rich, you're poor, or you're middle class, but I need to say this.
We got to say it.
How is it that everybody is so, well, poor people not going to be able to afford it. But whenever you go get car insurance, they don't say, are you rich or are you poor?
They don't say that.
You got to have this coverage. This is how much it is.
It's going to cost.
This is what it's going to cost.
That's right.
So we going to have to fix this insurance care where everybody is going to have to pay something.
Everybody is going to have to
pay something in the system if we want this to work, or it's not going to work.
Or it's not going to work.
It's not.
Because it's just like if you got 10 people living in a household.
That's right.
Okay? And you got one person working to take care of everybody in that household.
Right.
That one person is going to be wore out while everybody else is sitting, watching TV, running up the electrical,
cooking pancakes.
Yes. Eating all of the food that come in the house. Won't contribute to nothing. That one person is going to be wore out and damn near dead.
Okay, but let me say this here though, you all. With this health care, if you are poor, you can get Medicaid. But what they did, they expanded Medicaid. Is what they did. No, really, you can't get. They expanded it, but everybody is gonna have to pay something into this system. Go ahead, and we gonna have to take and cross lines. It's gonna have where we can get good insurance.
Right, you're gonna have to be able to cross state lines in order to make this here open up, so that everybody will be able to afford it.
Hey, girl, here, take that.
Girl,
right
I got plenty of it.
Okay,
over here.
well, listen. Well, the first thing is, you all, I want you all to know that when President Trump was running, he wanted to repeal and replace Obamacare because he said Obamacare is dead.
It's dead.
He is telling the truth. There's so many states and counties pulling out of Obamacare, leaving people with nothing, no options or anything.
Right.
There's a lot of people pulling out, so it's going to dismantle its own
it's
self.
Already doing
and what I don't want you all to do not blame the president for Obamacare.
Right.
They did this here, and shame on everybody up there on Capitol Hill that passed Obamacare without reading the fine print of it and not realizing that it was going to dismantle its own self.
And shame on everybody that passed it and then they opt out of it.
Oh, they don't know that. Woo. Do you all know that the Congress and the senators up there, do you all know even though they passed Obamacare for all of us to have that, they were able to opt out on it. They didn't have to have it. Okay, so think about that, y'all. Think about that. They didn't have to have that.
No. They opt out of that. They was able to write their little line where they can opt out of that.
So how is it that we allow them to feed us this stuff?
Yes.
And then they get to opt out on it like they so special. They need to be made to get it too if it's that good.
That's right.
That's what they need to do.
That's right. So when I hear the left hollering and whining like babies over this, first off, how was health care before Obamacare?
Well, I know if you was poor, you got Medicaid. If you had children, you got Medicaid. They have a system set up where children you can get on Medicaid.
Right.
Okay.
And they had I remember the health care, the clinics.
They had the clinics. They got urgent care. They have other sources.
But still, to take and try to make one half of the country take and pay for the other half of the country, that's not going to work.
It's not, and it's not fair.
And I understand it with pre-existing condition because it's like now people have had a taste of health care and they feel, okay, we're entitled to it. We need to have it. We got a beautiful president that's saying, you know what? I want to make sure everybody get health care.
Right, and he want to make sure that pre-existing conditions are covered.
Are covered as well. I got all of that. But at the end of the day, we all got to pull this little red wagon.
We all gonna have to pull it.
Everybody, the rich, the poor, everybody got to put something in it. If you can afford a $30 cell phone, then you can afford to put $30 into this.
Right, that's right. So what I want you all to understand is that our president, you all, want us to have health care that is affordable
for all.
For all. He want pre-existing conditions covered. And know this, you all. Whatever pass, anytime you pass something, it's got to be tweaked. Right. So just know that I know that we so used to being dealt a bed of crumbs with these other presidents.
Right.
But we got the real deal with President Trump.
Yes.
If he don't like something, this is going to be changed.
And we have to trust his judgment.
Right.
We have to trust the process.
Right.
And trust that our president is looking out for us, the American people.
Right.
Rich, poor, it doesn't matter. All of us. He's looking out for everyone.
And he's looking out for our best interests. Okay, so that's what you all have to y'all have to know that.
That's right.
And so I don't want you all to get all over anxious. Oh God, is he going to cut this off? I have a pre-existing condition. I have this. I have that. Listen, let's see how this is going to go. You know, if this becomes law, let's see. It may have to be tweaked.
There's different phases to it. I mean, look how long it took for Obamacare to come along.
Right.
So it's different phases to it. It has to be tweaked.
Right, and what we don't want is we don't want half of the country having to pay for the other half.
Right.
Everybody's going to have to put something in. I don't care if it's $5 or $10.
Everybody's going to
have to pay something in it
towards it.
for it to work.
That's right.
Period,
and why would somebody want to create something that takes and drain half of the country?
Because this is why I don't like voting Democratic anymore. Because I remember Obama, he was like, we got to tax the rich. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
He felt like if you made about $500,000, you was rich. If you make $1 million and you give $1 away, that's it. You ain't no millionaire no more. You ain't rich no more.
That's right. Right.
But what I don't understand, he went in with that poverty mindset, but he done came out of office rich.
But he's rich.
And he getting $400,000 a speech.
Woo!
So I don't get it. I don't get it. We do not need, you cannot ride off the backs of everybody. Everybody's going to have to pay something.
And another thing, I remember reading in that Obamacare also paid for illegal aliens.
And that needs to stop.
It needs to stop.
Well, speaking of illegal aliens, there was a story that we put out today about some of these here cities are taken and they are they're giving
Well, okay, in Sacramento City, council members approved. The Sacramento City council members approved the use of taxpayer dollars to provide legal service and support the legal defense of illegal immigrants facing deportation.
Now, I think that's unfair.
I could not believe that when I read that. I was really, really fit to be tied. I was like, what the hell is going on? You have so many homeless people living right there in Sacramento City that is homeless.
Live on the streets.
Live on the streets. And the American taxpayer dollars, I would prefer for my taxpayer dollars to go help my fellow American.
Right.
Not somebody that's not supposed to be here.
Right.
I could not understand that.
Right.
And they said that the reasoning for this is to treat all Sacramento residents equally.
Oh, they didn't treat. Wait. That's not treating everybody equally, because if JoJo have a problem and he running for the law,
right,
I don't see y'all trying to defend him. Y'all gonna lock him up.
You're gonna lock him up, and what taxpayer dollars is gonna be used to defend him, unless he get a public defender?
A public defender.
But if he lose, do you know JoJo still got to pay?
He got to still pay that.
He still got to pay that. I think that this is a crying shame.
Yeah.
That you got these different governors, senators, council members, and all of these different people that look out for people that don't even pay into our system.
Not supposed to even be over here.
Not even supposed to be here, but they don't even pay into our system. They don't pay into our government system.
And they take their money, they make their money, and they send their money back over there to Mexico.
To wherever.
Or wherever they live in that, because it's not just Mexico.
Right. And then we take our tax dollars, the working class, the middle class, the people that's working, your taxes now have to be paid towards helping them get legal
defense
services,
so that they can stay here.
So they can stay here when they're not even supposed to be here. If you want to be here in America, do it the right way.
Right, that's what I said.
Because they want to say, well, it splits their family. But when JoJo commit a crime here in America,
that's right.
Okay, and if JoJo got 10 kids, guess what? JoJo ass is still going to jail, and his kids is going to foster care.
That's what happens over here.
They do not care about splitting the American family over here when you do something illegally or do something against the law.
That's right. They don't care about that. It's really a sad day, and especially if Sacramento is using taxpayers' dollars to do that. They are wrong. They are wrong. They are wrong.
They are wrong.
They are wrong.
And I'm like, I just can't believe it. And I believe, I think it's in Michigan. I believe they also started something like this.
So they have a little defense fund. So if you are an illegal immigrant, you can go there and get help.
You can go there and get help.
Well, then if they want to help them, why don't they help them become legal the right way?
Use that money to help them to become legal so they can begin to pay into our tax system. Right. And then when they need food,
give them enough money to send them home, have them come back the right way, and then you take some of that money and then you help them become legal.
That's right.
And I think that's fair as well.
That's right. Do it that way, and then everybody, it'll be fair across the board.
Right.
But I am really a little teed off with a lot of these people taking our tax dollars, using it towards their health care, using it towards their legal fees, using it towards giving them housing and safe haven, aiding and abetting criminals.
Yeah.
You using that to do that for people that don't even belong here.
No, that's right.
But then your own American citizens is going to be lacking. Living on the streets. Can't make ends meet. And what?
And what?
You don't give them anything.
You don't get, well, that's how it is. That's how they do you in this country. Listen, we want to take some calls tonight because last week we talked the whole show. We were mad and ticked off. We always mad about something, and we didn't get a chance to talk to any of you all. So we want to hear your thoughts about Sally Yates, about the healthcare bill, and even about Sacramento starting a defense fund to help illegal immigrants fight their cases, when they should be helping illegal immigrants cross back over to that border to go home and then come back the right way. That's what I think. So give out the number, Sil.
Number is 980-224-4600. 980-224-4600.
Somebody said build the wall. Yeah, he gonna build that wall. And listen, Mexico really gonna pay for it.
They really gonna pay for it.
But it's gonna be either voluntarily or involuntarily. They gonna pay for the wall.
They are going to pay for the wall. Believe you and me. They're gonna pay for it.
Okay, so let's go to the phone lines. Let's hear what y'all have to say. Hi, you on with Diamond and Silk. What's your name and where you calling from?
Hi, this is Deborah from Oregon.
Hi, Deborah.
Hi. There were three things I wanted to comment on. The Yates thing, I mean, I thought that whole hearing was a waste of time because as soon as somebody asks a good question, it's like, oh, I can't answer that, or oh, that's classified material.
Right.
You know, I'd really like to get to the bottom of the leaks. If they start busting some of these people for the leaks of confidential information, maybe it would stop. The other thing I wanted to say was about the Russian thing. I'm like, people that have been commenting on the Facebook, I agree with them. I was for President Trump almost from the very beginning of his campaign. And it was like, oh, finally, someone is speaking for the poor and the middle class. And they're talking about them. And I didn't call the Kremlin and say, oh, should I vote for Donald Trump? No, I made that decision. And I voted for Donald Trump.
That's right.
And then as far as the health care, I think people just need to calm down, like you guys were saying, and wait till the final bill comes about so we know what's really in it.
Right.
I would plead with Americans not to lean towards single payer, because I have been to the VA with a friend of mine many times and seen him suffer, appointments put off, or he'll get a doctor that's not even an American. I mean, we don't want to go that route.
No.
Right.
No.
That's right.
She makes some interesting points. Thank you so much. We love you, darling. You know what, though? When I look at this healthcare system now, it's almost like we really don't get good care anymore.
No.
It's like you walk into a doctor, you can't find a doctor, you may need a specialist you can't find. You call the specialist, you got to go to your primary care doctor, but you're sitting there with your primary care doctor, she or he don't tell you what you need to know. All they is on some kind of doggone computer just keying this stuff. It's like we becoming some kind, we just like a system and another number in the system. So I noticed that. So you know what? She's making a lot of sense right there.
980-224-4600, you all. 980-224-4600.
Okay, let's take another call, you all. We got another call?
We have another call.
All right, here we go. Hi, y'all, with Diamond and Silk. What's your name and where you calling from?
I'm calling from Geneseo, Illinois, and my name is Kathy.
Hi, Kathy. So with everything going on, we got Sally Yates. We got the health care bill. And even you have these little cities where they're trying to help illegal immigrants fight their cases on taxpayers' money. What do you think about all of that?
I think it goes so much deeper than any of us realize what's going on. I think all of this is just a cover for deeper things that are going on. I think we as Americans have to look past all of the stuff that's being thrown at us.
Right.
And look at what the real objective is. And if we don't keep our eyes open, there's a lot more coming down the pipeline than any of us can imagine. And I'm so thankful for you two ladies standing up for these things that are going on, because you're also helping bring the focus to it, which needs to be out there. And it makes me very sad for these people that have come to our country and have paid the cost to do it correctly.
Right.
But yet these individuals that are coming in across their borders that aren't are getting all these privileges.
They're getting privileges, they're getting benefits. Yes, they are.
Exactly. It's so disheartening for them.
That's right.
Thank you so much for calling. Thank you for
darling.
your input. You know, it was one thing that she said that I could really, I just, just took it all in. Now I forgot what she said. But it was something interesting that she just said a while ago. She just said,
well, I saw what somebody said, that illegals are not citizens, and that is right. And I was listening to someone talk about the Constitution,
right,
and them having a constitutional right. Illegal aliens do not have a constitutional right to our Constitution. Our Constitution was for Americans.
Another thing that I wanted to say, and it looked like it just went away from me, but everything that we do, you all, is about politics.
Yes.
From the chair you sit in,
yes,
to the pen you write with,
right,
to the computer you use,
to us being right here.
It's all to me governed by it's governed by some kind
of a bill. Politics.
Is this pen gonna hurt you? If you make this here, if you make this pen, is it gonna hurt you?
Right.
You got what I'm saying? And so everybody needs to be involved in what's going on in your country, because in so many ways it affects all of us, even the people that don't pay attention.
But see, the left, or I keep saying the left because we used to be on the left, but have gotten so used to deflecting your mind while they take and get you from behind. They take and have you looking over here at something else that makes absolutely no sense. You don't know why you looking at this ego birth this egg or birth this baby on you know what I'm saying, on live stream, but you're sitting there staring at it while they're over here writing something else and doing something else. They have been doing this for all of our lives, and we just realizing that.
We just realized we was and this is exactly why I love our president. You know, when I looked at the French election the other day, and I saw how that went down, and I could smell the undercover nastiness.
Yes.
What happened?
Right.
I said, I am so happy that the American people were fed up.
Yes.
And we stood up to that BS. And we got who we wanted in office, baby. I am so. If Hillary Clinton would have been in office, we would be going to hell in a handbasket.
Oh my God!
I mean, it would be a mess around here.
Oh.
I am so happy that we don't have a puppet up there.
Right.
We have a man that is not gonna waver. He not gonna back down nobody.
That's right.
And believe me, whatever is going on. If it's something where, whoa, this is not going to look good for the American people, he is going to be the one to stand up for us. Whoa, I don't like this.
That's right.
That's the kind of president we have.
And when we know that we have somebody that's going to stand up for us, we as the American people have to stand up for him.
That's right.
At all costs, no matter what.
Yes, I am behind my president, 100%. Let's take another call.
All right, here's another call.
Hi, you on with Diamond and Sip. What's your name and where you calling from?
Daisy Adams, Greensboro, North Carolina.
Hey, Pumpkin. Okay, tell us everything. Everything that's happening. What do you think about it?
Talk up, too, so we can hear you.
I'm sorry, I had to cut your volume down.
Okay. All right.
That's right.
Okay, so tell me. Give me the 411. What do you think about everything that's going on? Sally Yates, the health care bill, and Sacramento wanted to start this here legal defense funds for illegal immigrants.
I think the liberals need to shut the hell up and let President Trump do his damn job.
I love it, baby. You know, he sounds like me. Thank you for calling. I like it. That's right.
Well, hey, let me tell you, I just love you ladies. Y'all are wonderful. I live in Greensboro, North Carolina. I know y'all are in Fayetteville.
Yeah.
Shout out to you sisters.
Oh,
Thank you. We love you.
And I pray for Donald Trump. I have an alarm on my phone. And I pray for him every day at 11:21.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sweetie.
We love you so much.
I love you, and I pray for y'all, and God bless you. and I can't believe I actually got on the phone with you.
See? Oh my God, I love
Wonderful.
you. I hope we made your night. Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
darling.
We love you. You know
Well, that's
what? But I
so
like
precious.
how he said that they need to shut the hell up. They do. Because here's the deal. You've been running this country. You ran it for 8 years, and you ran it into a mark.
Right.
Things don't make sense. You want us to wear you want us to wear both of our shoes on our left feet, and you trying to call it right.
That's right.
You got us stuck in that when we have so many
Right.
issues going on that
on.
needs to be solved. They don't
Yes.
have a solution. They sit their
Never
behinds
had a
down
solution.
on this country,
Right.
and they want to continue it. And then what they want to do is they want to start this elitist globalist stuff where
Yes.
just open the borders and let everybody just come
flow
in,
on
and we
it.
just be one big old nation. But that's
Right.
not gonna work.
It's not gonna work.
Because people not gonna be able to assimilate to your ways. I eat pork.
Yahoo.
People ain't gonna be around me and I eat bacon.
They're not
I
gonna
had
eat
some
my
bacon
bacon.
tonight on my juicy
Yeah.
salad. I had a good salad tonight,
Was
girl.
it crumble?
Yes, it was the crumble bacon.
Hickory?
Yes.
Hickory
Yes.
bacon? Smoked
I'm
bacon?
just saying. People are not going to want to assimilate, and so I don't know. I don't get what are you trying to do? What are you trying to do?
And why are you still in the limelight? You know, when President Bush got out of office, he went and
I can
chilled.
respect it about President
Yes.
Bush. As a matter of fact, I absolutely love him today. I like the fact that he seemed humanized. Back then, it was like,
Yeah,
he was
everybody
just not
did.
what my cup of tea. But he went off into the sunset.
Sunset.
He did not interfere in Obama's administration.
Right.
And so when I see Obama standing on TV telling people, oh, y'all need to protect his legacy, which is that health care is not helping everybody.
It's not helping
People are
everybody.
losing their
Right.
health care.
Right.
People can't get it in
They
certain
can't get
places
it.
like Iowa and Kentucky. They done
Right.
lost it.
And it's a
People
setup.
can't afford it. Somebody making $30,000 got to pay $1,400 a month, and then their deductible is $7,000.
Right.
Who the hell can afford that living off of $35,000 a year?
Yeah.
Think about that.
And before
But
the
you got him
insurance-
standing up there with his arrogant behind
Yeah.
talking about protective.
And before the insurance will even kick in, you have to pay that deductible first.
Absolutely.
So that means you got to break an arm, a lung.
You
or
gotta do
something.
something.
You wanna
And
take it
no,
off?
it's failing.
Yes,
I'm sorry,
it is
Obama.
failing.
Your stuff that you put together to ride, and you designed it to ride off the backs
You know,
of the American people.
I just caught something, and I don't want to be offensive to nobody, okay? So please don't take what I'm about to say offensively.
Okay.
But somebody just said it was designed to help the poor,
Okay.
okay? All right.
Medicaid was there to help the poor. If
Uh-huh.
you were poor
Uh-huh.
and you had children, you can go get on Medicaid.
Okay.
But what they did was expand Medicaid.
But to help the poor, when I hear the poor, the word poor, are they talking about the ones that don't have a job? Are they talking about the ones that can't work or not get enough money? Are they talking about the ones that is able-bodied but just don't choose to work? The poor, when I hear that it's there to help the poor, okay? So what got you poor?
Well, when you have, listen, when Obama was in office, he had a poverty mindset.
Right.
Giving people a little small so-and-so an Obama phone.
Right. Just
Like
a
you give
little
some crumbs.
Right.
The Obamacare, the pushing this Obamacare when you know good and well that even though it works for the poor, it don't work for the rest of the country.
All of it.
It doesn't work for
Everybody can't get
and,
an Obama
and
phone.
what makes you poor?
Right. That's what I'm getting to. Because
So if you make $30,000, does that mean you poor? Because it's unfair that girl that makes $35,000 is being charged $1,400 a month and got to pay a deductible of $7,000 before her care
before her
can kick
care
in.
even kick
And
in.
she's out working.
Right.
So now, because of this Obamacare, is she now considered poor? You can't afford that.
You can't afford
and
it.
then you got Obamacare without the care. You just got an insurance and some insurance card, but you
Right.
can't even use the care.
Right.
And
Right.
that's what makes it up. Listen, I don't care whether you rich, middle class, or poor. I don't care if you got to pay $2 or $5. Everybody need to be paying something in the system. Everybody need to be paying something in the system. Everybody's going to have to pay a little something into the system in order for this to work.
Right.
Because, like I said, when we have to have poor people drive, they have to have car insurance.
They have to have car insurance.
You don't ever hear the car insurance say how much you made.
If you have a home, you have to have homeowners.
You got to have homeowners
renter's
insurance.
insurance.
You certain things you have to
You have to have.
So why not make this here where okay if we gonna have this?
And even the poor people have to have it too.
And that's right. We want them to have
even
it.
the poor people got to have
I don't care if they got to pay $10 a month.
Right.
That $10 shouldn't break you because you have to have car insurance, you have to have homeowners insurance. If you're renting someplace, you have to have renters insurance.
Right.
Now we're talking about healthcare, and we need to be able to cross state lines to make it fall, to make the cost fall, so that it is affordable for every one of us, whether you are rich, poor, or middle class.
And then the next thing that they need is going to have to do is they're going to have to look at these hospitals.
Oh,
these
yeah.
bills,
and these doctors. Hospitals and these doctors.
Right. You're going to have to bring
Hospitals
that down.
and these doctors, because what these doctors do sometimes is they also nickel and dime the system.
Right.
And when they do that, it raises the health. It raises the cost.
Raises the cost.
That's right. It raises the cost of everything.
And so basically, if it wasn't for Obamacare stepping in, we wouldn't even be having this conversation.
No, because poor people would have either gotten on Medicaid or they would have went to like the health department. And you know what? Another thing, I'm tired of everybody walking around here poor. How is it that we're supposed to be the richest country on the earth?
Yes.
But we got 90% of the people walking around here about poor.
Yes.
And see, that's why when Obama was up there, I said, this is exactly why I did not want another president that had a poverty mindset.
That's right.
That wanted to take 33 cents out of every dollar that you make.
That's right.
I didn't. That's why I didn't want that.
We wanted a president that signed the front of the checks, not
the back of those checks. Oh
yes.
yeah, That's why, because I don't like it either. And I want people to start changing your mindset and stop saying what you, especially with poor people. I can't afford it. Wait a minute.
Right.
Because if they say, well, you got to pay $15.
Right.
Pay $15 a month.
Right.
We all got to pay into this.
Because when they put it in your mind that you poor, or po, whichever way you want to gather it, you'll begin to think that, feel that, believe that, see yourself as that,
and always feel like somebody's supposed to give you something because you're poor.
Yeah, because you are what you speak from your head to your feet.
All the way.
And if you keep that poor man mentality in your household, your children's going to see that. Your children's going to begin to see that, and they're going to think that, okay. But like somebody said, oh God, they said it's not a way of life, it's a way of life. It's not something. I can't remember how I heard that. But a lot of people feel like it's okay to be poor, and it's familiar. They're familiar
not
with
okay
it,
to be
and
poor.
they feel like it's okay to be poor.
It's not okay to be poor in this country.
I don't think it should be
not
okay to be poor either.
It's unacceptable.
Right.
It's unacceptable that the system is not set up where every man and woman can pay their fair share and move on with their life. It's unacceptable.
It's like they got
and it keeps people where they control you. Right. And let's think back. Let's go back even to the family structure. There used to be a family structure. When you got out of school, you either played sports or you went to a job. When you got home, you sat down and you had a meal with your mama and your dad.
Family, right.
But as soon as they started doing the handouts, you know that man couldn't be in the house with that woman and them kids if the government or somebody was going to help them. And that tore up the family unit. We got to get back to making our own way, you all.
Right.
You will feel better about yourself and your life. Now, there's going to be people that we got to help. We cannot let people die in the streets.
Right.
All I'm saying is, everybody's going to have to pay something if we want this really to work. Right. And I don't care if it's $5, $10. You may have to pay that.
Right.
And if you have to have car insurance, you pay for that.
Right.
If you go buy your beer and your cigarettes, you put your little stuff aside. So if they say, okay, your bill is $10, you can pay that. And you will appreciate it when you pay for it.
Right.
Instead of somebody giving you something for free.
And when you're paying for it, versus when you're not paying for it, you won't just take and use and abuse it.
You won't take and use it and abuse
you
it.
will prioritize.
You would. That's right.
And appreciate it whenever you work hard.
Some people just go to the doctor just to be going to the doctor.
Just to go
because they
got
that's
a
right.
little booger in their nose.
That's
so they
right.
going to the doctor.
I'm gonna go to the doctor. Listen, I'm for helping everybody.
Right.
But when this healthcare thing is huge. But we all gonna have to pay something in if we wanted to work.
If we wanted to
we
work.
can't. There ain't nobody get by
For
with
everybody.
it. You can't. Everybody's gonna have to pay something.
For everybody.
Unless you just don't have like no job.
Right.
But if you are working and you are making some money, how
Right.
much are you making? I don't care if your bill is $10 a month.
Right.
Then you have to pay something in it.
Right.
And that's the way that it's gonna work for everybody.
So really, what I hear you saying and what I hear us saying, we got to get rid of this poor man mentality.
Yeah.
We got to stop allowing people to put us in a category as minorities,
Right.
and realize we're all part of the majority.
That's right. We're all Americans.
We got to do that.
And we all deserve health care.
Right.
We deserve it.
Right.
But we all are, if we all in it together, we all got to pay something.
Right. We all got to do that.
Right. We all got to do that if we want this to work.
And because like you say, we want it to work. We want it to work for everybody. But that then keeps one set of people from being drained.
Right.
And weighted down.
Right.
We're trying to carry the world on their
And the news
shoulders.
don't talk about that.
Right.
The left won't tell you, well, wait a minute. What about the people in 90 counties done pulled out in Iowa where they out of Obamacare?
Right.
Or Kentucky, parts of Kentucky, those people don't have care.
Right.
They're not talking about that.
Right.
They're just telling you 24 million is going to lose their health care.
Right.
Is what they're telling you.
Right.
When people have already lost their health care.
Right.
They can't afford it.
They can't even afford it.
And see, Obama want to protect this legacy, but this legacy is a mess.
It's a hot-ass mess.
People can't afford that.
They cannot afford it. So we got to do better.
We got to do better.
We got to do better as Americans.
Yes.
The way that we think, the way that we see things.
Right.
We have to really see it from a different perspective.
Right.
So that we all can prosper.
Right. That's the thing. We all want to prosper.
Right.
And I want to see everybody come up. And with this
Everybody.
healthcare, we all got to tackle this together. It
Right.
can't be no y'all got to pay for me.
Right.
You got to pay for me. I got to pay for you. We got to pay
We
for
got
each
to
other. We
pay
got to help each
together.
other. We got to
That's
all
right.
throw something in this pot, y'all.
Right.
Now, when we throw something in the pot, some of them may get more than other ones because they have pre-existing
Existing
conditions.
conditions.
I don't have a problem with paying for that.
Right.
But if everybody was throwing something in the pot, this health care can work. It would also lower the cost.
Right.
Because we will be able to get health care wherever we need to get it.
Right.
In order for us to all sustain.
And then you don't have to go up into a doctor's office and they say, we don't accept Obamacare.
That's right. Absolutely.
And then here you is.
And you can
out.
get what you want
Right.
instead of what the government got mandated for
you.
Yeah, because Obamacare is mandated where you
yeah.
only got one person running the show and they running amok because they charging people out the yang if you want to use this. And then if you don't use it, if you don't get it, you penalized for it. Yeah.
And they get you either way.
They're going to get you
They're
either way.
going to get you either way. Either you pay or they're going to penalize.
Either you pay or they're going to penalize you. So I think that the president is doing a good job and he is telling the truth.
Right.
Obama is dead as a disaster. It's going to dismantle. If we don't do nothing, it is going to dismantle all the way down.
And so really a lot of the people that, I hear or see commenting that is upset about the new, the repeal of Obamacare, a lot of them are probably the ones that's getting it for free.
Well, listen, you all. We all may have to pay in it. Everybody's going to have to pay a little something.
Yeah.
To make this work.
We're
being honest. We're being honest. Everybody is going to have to pay something. Because when we go get car insurance, there's poor people that drive. They don't say, well, I'm poor.
Right.
They tell you what your premium, your little premium, what you got to pay, and you pay that.
Somebody just said that I thought welfare was meant to give you a hand up, not a hand out.
But it depends on who's running the show.
Right.
When you have some of these Democrats running the show, they want to just keep people stuck by here. You have that. You have that. See, when you giving it to them, they don't have no zest to go get it for themselves.
Right.
When you take it, you just giving it to them. You got to have the will. I'm going to go get this for myself because I don't like being controlled.
So what they're doing is giving you enough just to
keep you quiet,
Quiet.
but not enough to make a difference.
Right.
That's what they do. They
That's
give
exactly
you
what it
enough
is.
to keep you quiet, but not enough to make a difference because you still struggling with the little that they giving you, girl.
Month
You
to
still,
month.
that's girl. I wish I
Month
could
to
get people,
month.
and you know what? It's hard to get people to see that because they're scared.
Right.
Because they've been using this system
Right,
for so long, they don't
Right.
know how to
Right.
back away from that.
Right.
Because they're so used to using it.
And the system seems like it is designed to keep you stuck right there.
It is designed to control a person.
Wow.
Even control their mindset.
6.0 earthquake in Japan right now. Is that true?
Oh wow,
Is that
really?
fake news?
I don't know, girl. I don't
that
know.
true,
I don't know
y'all?
if it's true. We got to get off this thing, girl. We done been over here.
I
We
know
done been on this thing.
we owe everybody with everything that just happened and everything.
Yeah.
But y'all, is that true? Did something just happen in Japan?
I don't know if something happened in Japan. I don't see nothing yet.
Hello?
Hi, hey. You on with Diamond and Silk? Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
Hey, darling.
Calling from the liberal state of California.
Okay, so tell us what's
Oh.
going down there in the liberal state of California, girl.
Well, just a lot of hatred for our president, and
Mm.
it's very sad, and it breaks my heart because, you know, I love Donald Trump, and it just hurts me every time somebody lies about him or twists what he does and into a lie. And there's a lot of people in California that love Donald Trump.
Yeah. We know. We
Yes.
know.
Yes.
Well, listen, just keep the faith. I'm not going to say keep the fight because I don't believe in fight.
That's
Fight
right.
begats more fight.
That's right.
So keep the faith. We're going to, listen,
We're
we
gonna make it and survive
we
this
got the
thing.
right one baby in
Yes.
office. We do. But everybody's going to have to give him a chance.
Yes.
And let him
Yes,
work
they have
for
to be
you.
patient.
They got to be
Right.
patient. They can't be jumping the gun.
Because
They
it's
can't
only
be
been a
getting
little
upset.
bit over 100 days.
Right, and you got to realize
Right.
he have to dismantle. It's going to take him more than 100 days to dismantle
Yes.
everything that Obama
Yes.
put in place.
For the last 8 years.
Uh-huh.
That's
Yes.
right.
And I still think that he's still working with the shadow government,
Yes.
with a lot of Obama
right.
operatives as well.
The
And I also
That's
stay
right.
upset with some of these elites because these elites, they're not getting with the program,
Right.
and that irritates me
That's
too.
right.
Thank
That's
you
right.
so much for calling,
Thank you,
darling. We love you.
We love you.
Listen, we got to get
Yeah,
there. Somebody said a magnitude 6.0 earthquake. Okay, I got to see it for myself, you all, because
Okay.
I don't want to be reporting fake news. Listen, you all, this has been a lovely Facebook Live. We're sorry that we had to stop and come back, but you know how all of this technology works, okay?
Yeah.
So we're getting really used to it. Don't forget to like us on Facebook and follow us on Facebook. So you do both. You like us
Yes.
and you follow us. And when you
Right.
like us and you follow us, every time we come on or every time we post, you're going to get a message that we
Right.
posted. Because I keep hearing, Diamond and Silk, where y'all at? Where y'all been? Well, we've been right here, baby. So that's how you get those. And then don't forget to follow us on Twitter because we need to get that following up too. So
That's
make sure
right.
you like
And
us on
Instagram.
Facebook, follow us on Twitter and Instagram and Periscope.
That's right.
And don't forget our prayer, you all.
Yes.
Every day at 11:21 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we pray for our president. We pray for this country. We pray for everything.
Yes.
And I just heard that an earthquake hit in Japan. I don't know how true it is, but if it is true, let's pray for them
Let's
as
keep
well.
them in our
Keep
prayers.
them in our prayers, okay? So
Amen.
listen, we're just coming to give you the 211. We call it the 211 because it's two of us.
And we're the ones giving it to you.
So, in the meantime and in between time, we will see you all next time right here on Facebook Live. Good night, everybody,
Good
and have a
night.
good day tomorrow at work. We love y'all.